So we're at our first job of the day, guys. Time is around 9:45. So a little bit of a slower start this morning. And as Tom Hartley would put it, I've been a bit of a...
I'm putting my hands up to you this morning. I am a lazy bastard.
Been a bit one of them this morning, guys. But we're at the first job site of the day. I'm just eyeing up the jobs that we are doing, but that is definitely going to be number one because that is an eyesore. So clearing out all of this, making it look a little bit more pretty and presentable at the front of the property. That'll be job number one. That magnolia's grown quite a bit. I might give that a tickle, and we'll just be doing some grass and some general other bits as well, but we'll eat in by the looks of it. Unfortunately, I've left a sprayer at the yard, so I can't get any treatment down, but should be alright. And this is the condition of the back garden. I'm pretty sure we filmed last time we was here actually, and yeah, these two could do with a little bit of shaping. That's so annoying. I literally did that like 2-3 weeks ago, and it needs doing again. Ooh. And the fence is falling down. So I may get on the customer to do that fence. That'd be not quite a nice little job actually, that little fencing job. So I will put a quote in. So that is a much better improvement over what it was. This customer really isn't worried about finish at all. They keep telling me, look, don't worry about how it looks, just come in, be quick and get it done. So that is what we do. This is one of my longest rolling clients, guys. Not quite a profitable job, but it is what it is. It's one of my first clients, and that's why I sort of whip round here quite quick. Try and get in and out and keep the profitability up of the job, but yeah. So this is the result, guys. Looking lovely. I also trimmed that little area at the back down, and that area definitely put the old Kawasaki through its paces. So I just let her idle whenever any of my tools go for a hard sort of 10-15 minutes of work or prolonged work. Before I turn them off, I always let them idle for 5 minutes just to let the temperature come down on the engine, making sure you're not turning it off in a extremely hot format, so everything doesn't get heat saturated and it don't heat seize on me. So yeah, another thing that I do is I completely ignore what the manufacturers have got to say. I run 32-to-1 in all my machines. I don't care what any manufacturer says, 50, 40-to-1. I run 32-to-1, always have done, always will do. I like running my tools with a little bit more oil. I think that's going to prolong the life of the tools, and again, prevent failures, critical failures in the future. So that's just a couple of top tips on how I run my machinery and the fuel and two-stroke that I use. Oh, while I'm here, the two-stroke I'm currently using is Castrol. Is that the clean burning formula? No, it's not. What I would recommend is stay away from the clean burning formulas. I brought a bottle of it. None of my machines seemed to have liked it. They all ran like crap on it. So I use always a premium brand two-stroke. This one here is Castrol. Never put any of the cheap stuff in it. Again, you're asking for a death wish for you. Also, guys, I should add, from my understanding, the reason that the companies suggest 40 or 50-to-1 in these tools is to pass emissions. Now, don't quote me on that, but from what my research and from the conversations that I've had, that is the primary reason they say to do it, is so they can pass emissions within Europe. I don't know how true or not that is, and you know, people were running 25 and 32 to 1 in these two strokes for donkey's years before, you know, all these emissions come around. So that's what I'm sticking with. It worked then, it's going to work now. You can argue that two stroke and oil has gotten better, and it probably has, but I'm still not running the risk. Also guys, I have something to cover all. The digger man is phoning me, 2 seconds. So the digger man just phoned me asking if I wanted a 1.5 tonner over a 1 tonner tomorrow. But unfortunately, due to the height restrictions we're going to be up against, I need the 1 tonner. So we'll be back at that job in last video, ripping out all the stumps, preparing the soil for a lovely seed bed, whacking some seed down. As a very low cost, easy solution to get the ground covered, get the sumac out, and just, you know, deal with the problem once and for all. So yeah, I'm excited to see how that turns out, guys. I did suggest about just turfing the whole area, but the customer, you know, budget couldn't stretch that far. So I said about seeding it instead. Again, this will be sort of the first time doing a job like this, so it'll be interesting to see sort of how it pans out, but I'll try my best, as I always do, and I'll get the results as I always do as well. So, you know how it goes. But while I'm packing up, I'm gonna get the kettle on the go. Oh, and as you can see, I have a proper coffee set up now. So I have fresh coffee out in the van. Yes, that is it. 2 ice packs to keep the milk cold. Lovely insulated bag. Still cold as anything, look at that. Right, we'll let that whistle. And while that's on the boil, I'll get blown. So guys, that is job number 1 done of the day. We're going to move on up to our second job. So I won't be charging the customer anything for this next job, mainly because it's my nan. So of course, going to go do the garden for nothing. So you'll join me on that one. So we are at the second job of the day. I've already been on some hedges, and this is a bit of free work I'm doing, guys. I do not go around a penny from this. So yeah, feels good to be, you know, giving back. So So that brings us to the end of the day, guys. It's only about 2:30, so time's, you know, really looking good. I only had sort of like a half day booked on today, nothing too serious, and I'm glad about that because it is extremely warm down south today. But that's this visit done. Got the grass cut, couple of hedges, nothing too intensive. However, you know, we do need to get to them beds, get some mulch or something down on them, you know, repronounce them, make them look good. Still quite a lot of work to do at this property. However, client has just moved in, so, you know, as time goes on, we will get it done. So I'm going to go and enjoy my afternoon. I haven't had much time off recently. I was working over the weekend, so it's nice just to give myself, you know, just a couple of hours off. Go get my hair cut, chill out for a bit. So that has been all for this video though, guys. Classic mistake, intro wasn't recorded with the video because I never know when I'm going to end the video or if I'm going to carry it on. But here is the end. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe. Remember, if your garden's looking worse for wear, call Hampshire and Dorset Garden Care. Have a good evening, guys.